Hello there, I'm very excited to be a part of this course where I'm going to share with you how to write a children's storybook. Children's storybooks, unlike other books, are characteristic of very many colorful pictures. The font size is really very big and visible for a child to read and understand. And the lines are not really very long, okay? The words are between 5 to 10 and the paragraphs are not also so many. The pages are not also so many. They may be between 15 to 30 pages according to what age one is writing for. Okay, my name is Johnson Maganja. I'm a teacher by profession and also a journalist. I have self-published 3 books. My very first book was titled The 100 Course Through Life, which is an inspiration book for adults. I also wrote a novel titled Passage to Destiny, which is for adults. And my latest storybook is titled The Adventures of Musiji, which is a book for kids, and it was approved by the National Curriculum Development Center. And many schools in Kampala, Uganda are using the book. The steps in writing a child's storybooks really vary from one author to another. And from my experience, I'll try to share with you some of the steps I took to writing all my books. You need to decide on whether you're writing fiction or non-fiction. If it's non-fiction, then you need to give facts, okay? The second thing you need to know, you also need to know, are you going to self-publish or to hire someone else to do your work, all right? That will help you to budget for your work. Another thing you need to know is you need to write an outline of what you intend to write about, okay? And the sentences you're writing for whatever book you decide to write should not be more than 10 to 12 words, depending on what you're writing for. The paragraphs also shouldn't be too long. They may be between 3 to 5, depending on what age group you're writing for. If you're using product placement, as in a self-publisher, you need to be very careful which products you're choosing. For example, if you're using you can't use an alcoholic drink in a storybook which is for kids, okay? You need to be very, very careful in what you're choosing. Another thing you need to know is you need to be aware of the writer's block. Writer's block, I mean, you reach a point at any time in writing where you'll get stuck and you'll run short of words. Don't worry about that. You can relax and do that maybe the following day or continue some other time, okay? Another thing you need to know is you don't have to edit your work until when you're finished. Write all your work. When you finish, you get a good editor to edit your work, okay? Another thing you need to know is you also need to show your reader, okay, what you're telling them in the story. Don't tell them, but show them. Another thing you need to also know is you don't let a character explain a situation if describing a scene does the same thing, okay? You need to be very, very careful. Another thing you need to know is you need to keep the he saids and the she saids to minimum, because at any point in great dialogue, the reader needs to know, the reader should know, be able to know who is talking without much assistance from the author. As far as the importance of children's storybook to aspiring writers, okay, there's really a very, very, very big market out there for children's storybooks, okay? People read every day, and children are inspired from childhood. Okay, the market is really, really so big, and children who read, okay, are motivated in life. They're inspired in life by what they read. It encourages them to think creatively, okay, not to be directed all the time, but they're also able to think on their own. For now, I can give you that, and for any questions and comments, I would really welcome them. Thank you so much for listening to me.